If you're just joining us, I'm Tim Barkley with Charleston Home Design magazine, and now we are on location at Southern Season Grocery and Cooking School inside the Viking Mobile Showroom. And we're talking with Ron Cochran, Vice President of Sales for the Southeastern Division with Viking Distribution East, and also Bryant Watson, the Senior Corporate Product Trainer for Viking. How you folks doing?
Doing great today. Thank you, Tim.
Doing good. Glad to be here.
Good deal. Now we're sitting in the back of a customized tractor trailer here that demonstrates Viking cooking appliances, right?
That's correct. It's a 53-foot trailer, fully equipped with gas, water, power to fully power a full kitchen of Viking appliances.
Very good. And as you were showing me around, it looks like there are two different cooking demonstration areas, complete with stadium seating. Talk about that a little bit, Bryan.
Well, we have two areas. On the first area, when you come in, we're highlighting our new cooktops, the new hoods and things that we did at the KBIS show, refrigeration. And then we move over to the other side that has a separate seating area where we do the Turbo Chef, which is our new and latest and greatest technology, our 7 Series ranges, and our new French door double oven.
Gotcha. And you were showing me that French door double oven. Describe that. Kind of paint a picture for our listeners of how that Viking appliance works.
Well, when you look at it, think about a French door refrigerator as both doors open out. We have that same type of doors technology on our oven. So instead of a front door opening down, it opens out left and right. So you have front accessibility all the way up to the front of the oven. So it gives you more stability when you're taking heavy things out of the oven, gets you more front and center to what you're doing.
Interesting. Now, Ron, you were telling me that the Viking Mobile Showroom has been traveling around the United States. Talk about where the Viking Mobile Showroom has been visiting.
Well, we started off in February down in Miami, and we hit Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Naples, shot up to Tampa, Jacksonville, over to New Orleans, and then let it spend a few weeks in Texas, hitting Dallas and Houston, came back into Little Rock, hit Memphis, Jackson, Mississippi, Montgomery, Birmingham. We spent 3 days in Atlanta, and then we're here today in the Mount Pleasant area, Charleston area, going up to Charlotte tomorrow, and then into Raleigh on Thursday. After that, we'll move all the way up through the mid-Atlantic states, Virginia, Maryland, and then up into the Boston area before we head up into Canada later this summer.
Very good. Well, this Viking Mobile Showroom is definitely getting around.
Absolutely. We'll finish up after we come back later in the summer from Canada. We'll run across the entire country before the end of the year, before we get into the cooler months of December, and then we'll start planning our reroute back across the country for 2015.
Terrific. Well, and just to clarify for our listeners, we record our radio show, and so you mentioned that the Viking Mobile Showroom is at Southern Season Grocery and Cooking School today. This was actually a couple of weeks ago that we did the recording. So I don't want anyone to show up at Southern Season and be disappointed. Although, how can you be disappointed when you go into that their grocery and cooking school? So, but. Bryant, talk about what people will experience, because we hope that the Viking Cooking School will take another run through Charleston, maybe in 2015. And what will they experience? What will people experience when they visit the Viking Mobile Showroom?
What they will experience is they have the ability to come in and see a full showroom on wheels. We have all of our cooktops, we have our ranges, we have our ovens, we have our new technology with the Turbo Chef. They'll get a chance to see these pieces live. Every piece has power to it, so you can turn on all the burners. You can turn on the induction, see it light up. You can turn on the Turbo Chef. We actually do demos on it, so you'll be able to taste food that we've cooked on the products in here. As we served breakfast this morning, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, and cheese croissant. So all of those things that you see here, all of the food that is here when the customers came through, we cooked it here in this mobile showroom.
What is it about Viking appliances that appeal to so many? It seems like you can't open a high-end shelter magazine without seeing Viking appliances in these high-end kitchens in these beautiful homes. What is it about Viking that appeals to people so much?
Well, probably the first thing is the cooking performance. It's a commercial style product made for residential use. So it's the performance in cooking, the high BTUs for being able to bring oil or water to boil or to heat very fast, recovery times when you're boiling with pastas. It's convection ovens that give evenness of cooking front to back, side to side, so you can do multiple layers of cooking at the same time. The ability to get that perfect steak out of your oven with the broiler up to 1,500 degrees, just like you would see in the finer restaurants around the country. So the first thing is performance, but the thing that you mentioned in magazines is the beauty, it's the elegance of the cooking products when you see it in a residential setting, whether it's the stainless steel or one of the 6 beautiful colors that we do, or just the integration of the product with the custom wood fronts that match your cabinetry in your home.
What do you find that that some of the end users, the homeowners that buy the Viking appliances, perhaps prior to purchasing the Viking appliances, they maybe weren't big cooks in the kitchen, but then they're inspired to cook more in the kitchen afterwards?
Yeah, that's the thing. What this did for people is it brought a lot of people back to the kitchen, brought a lot of families back to cooking meals at home with this type of equipment. And they always want to replicate what they get at their favorite restaurant. And our equipment gives them the ability to replicate a lot of those things. And it makes it fun. Makes it very fun.
Good deal. Well, how can folks get more information about the Viking Mobile Showroom and Viking appliances in general?
Well, they can go to vikingrange.com. We're actually linking the mobile showroom to the webpage so you can see where it's been and where it's going throughout 2014. Also be able to see all the new products on the webpage there. Grab specs if you're planning your new home or just a kitchen redesign from vikingrange.com.
All right, terrific. Well, we have been talking with Ron Cochran and Bryan Watson with Viking Appliances. Thanks so much, gentlemen.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks. Appreciate it.